When it comes to waterproofing your home, you want to make sure you go with somebody that has the right certification to help you the right way. I'm here with Dick Young, owner of Young Waterproofing. Thanks so much for being with us today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Now, you've invited us out on a job that you're doing that has an interesting situation. We'll get to that in a moment, but first I want to talk about your business. You've been in business for such a long time.
Actually, this past June marked our 55th year, so we've been around a while.
And what's great, I think, about what you do is you take the time to get yourself certified and learn everything you can about your business, which is wonderful, and gives everybody another reason just to give you a call. But you can help people with all different kinds of problems. What would be a reason that somebody just might pick up the phone and call and have you come look at their home?
Oh, there's a variety of reasons. Sometimes there's foundation failure, houses that are literally sinking into the ground for one reason or another. And so in a case like that, the foundation has to be reinforced, the house re-leveled. So there's many reasons why people would call us. The major cause of all these problems is defective gutters and downspouts. That is the number one cause of foundation failure and water leaking into basements. I can't stress the importance of good gutters and downspouts enough. Everyone watching should go check their gutters during a rainstorm, see what's happening.
Well, let's talk about the job that we have going on now. When I walk up to it, I can see that it's on a downslope, and that's kind of where things started for this homeowner.
Yeah, the house is built on the downhill side of the road, so during heavy storms, this water just rolls right down the driveway, overwhelms the drain that was put in with original construction to prevent water from entering the garage. It overwhelms that drain, floods the garage, and there was a secondary drain in the garage that couldn't handle it as well. And these people literally would open the back door of the garage to let the water in the front and out the back, as well as they have a fireplace in the basement. And this water would penetrate through the soil, come in through the foundation and through the firebox and wind up in the basement, as well as coming in the seam between the floor and the wall in the basement. So what we've done in this particular case, take out the garage floor in about a 15-foot area around the chimney, excavate from grade down to the footer, seal the wall, and put a drainage system at the footer level, which is about 8 feet down, around that foundation for the garage. We drilled a 4-inch hole through the footer for the wall and tied these drain tiles right into the sump pump inside the basement. Then in addition to that, we had opened the floor in another area on the other side of the chimney, or the fireplace, I should say, and reworked the tiles under the basement floor. Now, in addition to all of that, this drain that we put in the garage floor, we opened the floor, put a drain line from the drain through under the garage floor, through the footer of the garage, and taken it down and over the bank, because it's rural property, so you can just let gravity drain the water off. But it has to have a route to get out of there.
And I know that when we were looking at the job, I was explaining, well, if we were in a different type of neighborhood, you'd handle the drainage a little bit differently. So, you work with what you have in the area that you have.
Well, yeah, out here, it's a free-for-all. You can do whatever you want to do to get rid of the water. But in more residential areas, houses are close together. One fella can't drain onto somebody else's property. So we put these drainage systems in and tie them into the storm sewer out at the street. So the water has somewhere to go.
And Dick, you've done such a great job at your business that you actually are now in advisory committees to help other people. You've written articles for the Buffalo News, so you really know your stuff.
Well, thank you for the boast. But yes, I've been on a board of directors for the National Waterproofing and Structural Repair Contractors for 14 years. I was on the board of the Western New York Home Improvement Council for 15 years. I was chairman of the board. I've done a lot of things that all relate to this type of home improvement.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for your time today and sharing your project with us. And once again, Young Waterproofing. If you want to make sure you go with somebody you can trust that's certified, that's definitely Young Waterproofing. We're going to put all the information right on the screen so you can get in touch with them. For Channel 7, I'm Stephanie Madison.